Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. And if it's not morning, time you're watching this, then good afternoon or good evening, whatever. Anyway, have I got a treat for you guys today? Not going to be a very long video because it's only a small venue. But this morning, you join me at a very dull and well, I don't know what this car park's doing, but a very dull Kiveton Waters. Kiveton, I don't know if it's on Derbyshire border or Yorkshire border, I'm not quite sure. So before you do enter, I've just come back to outside. Before you do enter, you've got this here, Canal and River Trust Kiveton Waters sign, for your own safety, do not access out of hours. That's the address, that's the grid reference if you ever want to find it. Hard Lane, Kiveton Park, Sierra 26, 6 Romeo Papa. Gates open 7 AM to 5 PM. What we got over here? So this is just the entrance. Loads of rubbish. Sign chucked in edge. Yeah, looking promising. A bin. Does it get used? Yeah, a little bit. Big drainage system there. And then you've got this bit here and that bit, and these are all hanging off this actual mesh bit here. Look, it's not even attached, it's just been pulled off for some reason. I don't know why that would be off, why a lot of them would be off. It's a bit weird that. Maybe scrapmen have come down and just took them off and binned them, because it looks like they just bolt in there. Anglers car parking only, so that's for this bit here, so only anglers are allowed in here. And that's Kiveton Community Woodland Car Park, so you park in there and that's access to pretty much everything. It's like a big park all right back of Kiveton Waters. You can actually walk around, it's over the back of these trees here anyway. But I've come here today to have a look round. I know some of you like to see some of these videos where you see places on Facebook a lot, but you don't actually get a chance to come and fish them because you live miles away and you see results. And the idea of me doing this is to come and show you guys just what else is out there and just show you what it's about, and you know what you're missing, if there's anything you're missing. I don't know if there's much missing about this place, and just give you an update on how things are. This place, I've come here today because a chap who's a regular angler on here, he commented on I did a video on Worsborough Reservoir the other day, which really great place, lovely place, stunning, really well maintained, looked after. And this chap commented on it saying, what about Kiveton Waters? So yeah, it's only right corner from my house, Joe, so of course I will, mate. I'll come and do it for you. Now, as you come in, this is main road here. That way is Harthill, that way is Kiveton, and you come into the car park via this route here. I don't know if this is the actual parking, because it looks like you can actually park behind your pegs. We'll get onto that in a minute because that is just absolute dive. No dog walkers, so if you're bringing your dog, you've got to run or jog. No cyclists allowed past the gateway. That looks like the gate. There's no gate here, so cyclists do not go over there. Make sure you stick to the path. Okay, brilliant. Handbrake on, no swimming, caution, variable water depth. Interesting. Net dip, not covered up. Might have some chemicals in it, might not sure, but it's not covered up. So that'll all be diluted with rainwater by now. And what I'm going to do is, I've come out at car park, then it's cafe, then it's building, I don't know what that's for, a bit of storage, but looks at it. It's all gated up, we'll come back to that in a bit anyway. But a couple of bins on site anyway, chucking your rubbish when you go. There's all this stuff over here. Not really sure what's going off with this land, I don't know if it's part of actual fishery or not, but looks like a bonfire that's gone wrong right next to the car park there. Look, it's all burnt wood and what have you. So we'll go for a walk round anyway. There's a couple of anglers just turning up over there. I think they're just getting kit out at the car, so we might even be done and gone by the time they start fishing. But we'll have a look. There's like some safety ropes all the way around. Oh, not all the way around, they stop there. So your safety, if that's offering any, stops there. Canal and River Trust. It is a Canal and River Trust fishery. A lot of people don't know this, but Harthill has just recently been taken over by Embryo Family Fishing. Already banned loads of rules on there. Night fishing's a no-go anymore. That's all gone. You're only allowed to night fish on Third Lake, and it's too dangerous to do that anyway. Deck rules for this place, if you want to take a screen grab of that, please check the board for match events. Also, if you actually go on, I don't know how relevant it's going to be now, but match events and bookings are on the 10 mile an hour on fishery. That's fast for on here. They actually post a lot of their matches on their Kiveton Waters Facebook page, but strictly all vehicles this way. Exit only. Oh, so they've got like a one-way system. So strictly all vehicles that way. Those two cars are already facing me, so yeah. Anyway, we'll go around this one first, I think. Yeah, so Embryo have also taken over this place as well, and they're going to have quite a stern focus on junior angling on here. Island, so this must be Island Lake. They're going to have quite a stern focus on junior angling. So I imagine that some Canal and River Trust Let's Fish events are going to be on here, which I'm all for. I love that. Embryo, however, are a profitable business. They've taken over Harthill, made a right mess of that already. Don't know what this is. I think someone's got stuck and they've used decking to get out, probably. Some poles here. If you're running, you could, you could put one of them through if you want. I don't know. It's up to you. This is path going in. For how big fishery is, it'd be safer to leave your cars in car park over there and just push it to your peg. Anyway, Embryo have also taken over this place. Chap that runs it, I'm not his biggest fan. He ran Harthill before. Oh, some rope there. He ran Harthill before and it would dive. Let's be honest, it would dive. And there's nothing wrong with a bit of constructive feedback. I asked him for place, didn't want to give it up, and we ended up losing it anyway. Could have been an opportunity to work together there, I don't know. But anyway, I didn't propose that, so we can't say that. But he's got a tackle shop up road, and I didn't know this place were ran by him as well. I didn't know he had both this and Harthill. I honestly had no idea until somebody said that Kiveton and Harthill are his livelihoods, and I was like, right. So when Embryo took over this place and Harthill, he's had to shut up shop. 6 AM tackle and bait, gone under really. Got to keep lights turned on. Guy needs to focus his income, whatever income he's got, on the important stuff. So yeah. Anyway, let's look at some pegs. Bit of rubbish there. There's a load of markers here, and I reckon they're for them pegs over there. Look on that far bank, because these pegs here got markers over there. Look, I don't see that as a bad idea. Geese, bit of litter about. Pegs are alright. They're made of that good stuff, that moulded plastic stuff. Peg 6. See what? Oh, I wanted to see if there are a peg up here, right up point, facing out that way, because there's pegs on that far side over there. Look, more deep water signs. What's this? Peg 9. Got some water here if you draw peg 9. More rope, bit of an outlet over there. This actually comes, this brook here, actually feeds down into Chesterfield Canal, for some of you that know that. Right, let's go a bit further down, have a look, see what we've got. Floor on here, not too bad, not too boggy. See people have been on here with the barrows. Some of these pegs, look, have actually got arms on them, a bit more secure. These are early number pegs as well, so any, I don't know, concessionaries might feel a bit safer on them. Wheelchair access, don't want to roll in. And this is bottom end of both of them. On-site bin, got a post in there or a pole or something. Bit of rubbish, not too much. And you've got a nice little bridge here, and like a feed into both sides of the lake that way, and then into that way, and then over there you've got that nice corner of that lake, this piece of big metal sheeting stuff here. I don't know what this is. Not sure what that is. Could have blown off her roof or something like that, who knows. And you've got this all this big alcove bit here, look. And then all them pegs go up that side there and round, and there's no pegs on that side over there. So fish from that side that way, and fish from this side that way. A couple of pegs at end facing point and point facing them, but probably sort that out between you. But side 1B, and I'm guessing that's side 1 over there. Let's have a look in this thing. It's probably another bin, that. I'm not sure why that's there, but hey ho. Yeah, so all this, look, really boggy land to walk on. Would not recommend driving up here if I were you, because you'll never get out. You've got all this over here. I think there's a little pond over there actually. Looks like a bit of water table over there. Some orange in there. Alright, let's go a bit further around and have a look. But yeah, if you do come up here, do not drive on this part here. How about you? Is it on day ticket this or permit?
Pardon?
Is it on day ticket or permit?
Well, in a couple of weeks it'll be changed over, isn't it?
Is that what's happening? Is it changing in a couple of weeks?
First of March to take over.
Is it?
Apparently, I only live here,
Yeah.
and I don't know full flavour at store.
Right.
And I used to come on here at least 3 times a week.
Yeah.
I fished all over, fished about every peg.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I won't want to drive in, but now people have drove it. I won't want to push me tackle through it all. So.
Actually, it were right good. It were right small, crunched up red shale.
Yeah, you can still see some of that somewhere. It just, to look at it, you'd expect a lot more for front place, but.
You know, before, people like botanical gardens.
What it?
Used to cut all grass down. Used to trim round old poles.
Yeah.
There were some poles.
Yeah.
Used to cut, you know, weeds and reeds and all lot right down.
Ah.
Leave them that high, not too low.
No.
But right good. When Wayne and collect from it.
And just.
Listen, he runs shop, doesn't he? And I think he applied for a job, didn't he, at Old Climax, Bromfield.
Oh, did he? Angling direct now, isn't it?
Never got a meet, never got an interview.
Right.
They've been an absolute disgrace.
Yeah.
I've gone in there and had meetings with both of them.
Ah.
And she tends to soften you up, but she doesn't soften this bloke up.
No.
But he is so controlled by the matchmen.
Yeah, I bet.
I've seen 15 matchmen on that there on Rose's pond.
Yeah. Is that this one?
And there's 34 pegs on there.
Ah.
There's been 15 matchmen on, and they've shared about between 4 and 8 on this one, and took out Pandora at weekend.
Ah.
Absolutely disgusting they've been. They've ruined this venue.
It's a shame because location it's perfect, isn't it? It's lovely, but
Well, for me, I've had a permit up at where Travellers is, you know, them 2 ponds at back at Travellers.
ah, yeah. Oh, lovely chap him. So he used to fish here a long time ago. He sets places an absolute dive now. People that run it, which all the stories seem to be adding up to each other and all start to be making a bit of sense. So why argue with that? Seems to be the same everywhere, really, from what I keep hearing. Anyway, where were we? This lake. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk up the side of this one now, and then I think there's another one at back. I'm going to walk around that and then down this side and just give you all the nice eyes on it place. But what have we got? A safety ring, they're always awesome. Come to a fishery and there's a safety ring there, minimum 1, and I'm hoping, there's one over there, look, and I'm hoping there's going to be one on that lake over there as well. But as long as I can see one, I'm not bothered. Won't be War and Peace running that up there, chucking it in for a young kid or someone that's drowning. So let's have let's have a walk up here. Chaps have just turned up and dipped the landing net, hung it on wing mirror, look, and they're going up there, so at least they dip it nets. And look at all this. So that chap was just saying, we were talking to it car, that used to be all red shale, and you can actually still see some of it in mud like some of the like red orangey bits. Really great stuff to have as a walkway or a pathway. But this is what's happening, just being neglected, and then anglers are obviously understanding that neglect is necessary and just parking all of it grass. There's even no harm in parking at car park and just wheeling your stuff up here. I don't understand how hard it is. Never fished a canal match in the life, I bet. First peg here. Can't really argue with that, it's a peg, innit? You've got a nice chuck over there. You've got a massive bit of water to your right hand side if you draw this peg. And a little tree. Further up, loads of geese. And then down this way, you've got these pegs on this side of the lake. There's a sign saying this is called Island, but he pointed at this one and said this is called Roses. So it might be that this one up here is called Roses, but we'll go and have a look anyway. Right. Let's walk onto a peg and have a look. So this one, see that? Wants an old drilling, hit middle of there, on like an 8mm, nice little hole in there. That's all it needs. Little bushes are cut back, I guess. It's that time of year, isn't it? So you can't really tell what's there and what's not. But no foliage is really offensive at this time of year. Again, all this stuff, look, it's just an absolute mess. Peg 14. Bit of litter, no major. Why not keep on top of it? You know, there's no reason not to. So, should I be seeing any? Oh, I don't have to be seeing litter, but at the same time, it's nice not to. Oh, well, this animal here's got a limp. Maybe he fell victim to an angler down here, and an angler threatened to hurt him, and he did. And that's exactly what happened with my kids. So a while ago, a chap called Louis, a regular angler up here, he messaged me and asked if we'd like to be involved with a charity match down here for a series of charities, including some mental health charities that we're already affiliated with. Me and That's On Boys, as we're known as, me and my two stepsons, we're affiliated with Revolution Baits, bait company. So idea was to get a couple of bags of ground bait together and come and bring it down as some tackle prizes for charity, you know, and donate them, along with loads of feeders, Guru, Matrix, loads of different brands. We had cases on them, and I mean loads of them. So we're going to bring them down. I said, yeah, me and That's On Boys will come down, got loads of prizes, we'll dish them out to you, and they can go to watch charity match. Anyway, a local angler who lives somewhere over here somewhere, he's got a vaping company as well, I think, or I don't know what it is. He started saying, when I post on Facebook, not Messenger, he started saying, I said I was going to, you know, come down with some donations for kids, and he said they were going to, I'll give one a right hook and I'll punch other one. I'll put them on screen so you can see them anyway. But these are messages that he was sending, and he was saying stuff like, if you come down here to a match, I want to do this and that tier and whatever. So I immediately messaged this Louis back and I said, mate, safety down here for children. There's a chap already threatening to harm both of my kids, so I'm not gonna, you know, me and boys we're not gonna bother coming because it's not safe for him. One's well, he's 12 now. I think it was 10 at time or 11, and the other one were only 15. So I said, we're just not gonna risk it, mate, because, you know, if he can say something like this on a public platform, there's no way on earth I'm gonna risk bringing him down for it to actually happen in real time. So we didn't bother coming. So maybe that's what happened to that bird over there. Maybe he just were going to get involved in a mental health charity match and he got injured. Who knows? But I'll leave their messages up on screen there anyway if you want to go back and screenshot them and whatever and make what you want to them. But that's not all down to the management at place until I reported it. And I did report it, and he said that he weren't going to ban him from fishery, he weren't going to remove him, kids were still going to be in harm's way if they come down. So I was like, right, fair enough, no worries. So we just didn't come. Simple as that. Right, I'm going to have a walk up here. Try not to get in these guys' face. I'm going to have a walk around that back edge there. Just to there, look, 'cause you can't go any further anyway. Then I'm going to come back up and then go around that way. It is.
When are you going to do some fishing films?
Doing one now. Oh, fishing?
Proper fishing. I watched you at the beginning of the year and that you did it at Allcroft and then you were at Southfield, which is my favourite sort of fishing. And
Is it? Oh, that's it then. I'll get back at Southfield. I've already got. I've got 5 or 6 videos that I've filmed.
I love bream fishing, you know, long distance.
Yeah.
You did them right good, and then I said to Mrs. I'm going to put a comment underneath and don't want him to get fishing.
No, I'll whack it on now. Some people say like, when are you going to put a fishing video on?
I love it.
But I've filmed quite a few.
It's a bad time of year to be catching fish, isn't it? For that bridge one. And there were some reeds like there and you were firing into them and you were getting some right.
Aye, I know what you mean now.
I said to him, because the first time I ever heard you, I thought he's from round here.
Yeah.
Don't say mate.
Oh, lovely chaps. Watches my videos. Didn't ask for his name because I didn't want to get personal, but he has put in a special request for me to get myself back up Southfield and stop making these silly videos where I'm not fishing. And he's not alone, so like I keep saying, get your requests in on these videos. Let me know where you want me. If there's a venue you want me to fish, if there's anywhere that you've not been for a long time, in this little bit of a feed here. This is sort of inlet for this lake here. It goes out that way. And then you've got this path here, and I imagine you can drive round and come in here. Another caution, variable water depth sign. Ideally you want signs that say deep water. Water varying is not really an issue, you just need to know it's deep and it's dangerous. So yeah, get your comments in, let me know if there's anywhere I can go, any particular venues you want me to visit with a particular method. Like he's just said, he loves long distance feeder fishing, long hook lengths, rocket feeders, ground bait, that sort of stuff. And I'm a sucker for stuff like that because it is really good fishing, really productive as well. Right, got all this bit here. This is a bit boggy. Cars have obviously come down here, look, and got stuck. Made a right mess of this place. So if you do come down, just be careful. Bit of wrapper there. And you've got these pegs going up towards this outlet here. Let's go and have a look a bit further up. Sweet corn tin. That's that red shale stuff, look there. Loads of littering edge there. Umbrella pole up there. Look at all the litter there, look. Ground bait packs. All that edge is absolutely stuffed with it down there. And then you've got this area up here. More litter there. Bit of a gate there for a footpath. That'd be interesting to have a look. Loads of litter here. That looks like an old umbrella of some sort. And a sign. And then you've got this peg here. And this is the end peg before you actually start getting interrupted by those pegs over that side. So if you get this peg, you're up against that person on that peg, but you've got all this water here as well. So, not a bad peg. If there's no one fishing on that bank over there, you've got some nice water down here to your left. More rubbish over there. Right, let's go for a walk around that side, and then we'll circle around. There's another lake there, and then we'll go over there. But first, I'll have a look through this footpath here and see what's down here. Oh, it's locked up, so you can't get through, which is probably ideal. But that is actually the brook that links to Artill Reservoir. So all the water and fish that came out of Artill that time actually does pass through here, and that goes down in towards Chesterfield Canal that way. So let's go and have a look up here. So bags all here, look, left there. Tins just chucked up bank. All that in there, look. Last time I raised this with chap that runs Artill and this place, he tried blaming it on general public and dog walkers, etc. And it's just not the case at all. Like that there, look. People have just been chucking the rubbish in there for a long time. Such a shame, it's just been ran into the floor. I'm not a big fan of Embryo taking over. Don't think it's the right thing. That's my opinion. I think that their views on getting junior involvement is great because there's not enough of it. I don't think there ever will be, no matter how much you put your focus into junior angling. I don't think there'll ever be enough, ever. All these 300, 400 peggers on canals, what John Ellis does, they're great, they're amazing. But if you think of how many kids are out there just wanting to try angling for the first time that still haven't yet braved to get out and get involved, you got to remember that people like those that make threats to my kids at fisheries like this, that, you know, my kids didn't want to come again after that. That could be the reason why they never come again. So right, now I'm just walking around the back of this one here. This only looks like a small one. This is that red shale stuff, look, what you were talking about earlier. Really good stuff, and it lasts for ages as well. If you look after it, it looks after you. Got this lake here, doesn't look like to be many pegs on it. Doesn't look like a venue. Well, there's a heron just flying off there with, I think it's a fish in its claws or whatever. And again, more litter chucked up there. Someone's flask under there, look. Big blue tea flask. And then the obvious, just no one looking after the place, just people just throwing all the gear up here. Like a day session bag there, look, full of stuff. That's what we were finding at Artil. All underneath there, all down here. The leaves are actually covering most of it, but it's everywhere. What peg number is this? 18? 18 on this one. So this one's got like a little island in the middle as well. Not a bad looking little pond, this one. Got quite a few pegs around it. Looks neat enough and tidy. This time of year where they do anyway, because you know you don't have a lot of overgrowth like you do in summer. Paths here, look again. Starting to get a lot more boggier over there. What have we got in here? Is that a carp chair? Like a carp chair in there, look. Can't see the brand of it. I don't know why it's been thrown there, but that's a carp chair. Someone's obviously had a falling out with and thrown it. And all this bit here, just come around that way. Really boggy sort of track here for your car, so definitely wouldn't recommend that. If you get stuck here, ain't nobody pulling you out. And then it goes off this way, and there's actually an inlet here I can see coming in, and that'll be from the brook, which actually comes from Artil Reservoir. The water that's going in Artil lately, it's really, really good, healthy water as well. So all this stuff that's pumping out, really good water for fish, that's for sure. Yeah, so this, look, gotta be careful. If you do come, try and stick to actual tracks, because all that stuff there is just really deep, horrible muddy stuff. Got like a little gateway here. This one's padlocked up again. We've actually got a bit of overflow there going into the brook. There were carp when Artil Reservoir disaster happened. There were carp this far down from Res, and I bet I'm 1.5 miles, 2 miles away from it at the minute, in that little shallow brook there, look. And it's got water in because we've had loads of rain lately, but it's not normally got any water in it. No right turn, left turn only. So instead of going up that bit there, you've got to go through this bit here. It's fine by me. This way out, telling you to go that way. Path sort of tells you what to do anyway. You can see which angle of it. Lynn's Lake. So this is Lynn's Lake at the back with the island in the middle. And you've got island over there which hasn't got an island. And then you've got this one which I think is called Roses. So have a look at some of these pegs on here. Some of these pegs look need levelling out. Really slope down. It's sort of case on a lot of them. Bit of frost on here and walk onto your peg with a bit of a confidence dip, and you'll be straight in with your tackle. So just go steady on these pegs. With the safety ring, that's the one I pointed at from the car park. There's actually one right over there. And I don't think there's one on this lake. We'll have to have a look in a minute, but ideally you want one next to every watercourse just for that extra safety. This looks a nice peg. Lots of reed beds here. Fish will actually get right into here in summer to spawn off as well. And it'd be a nice chuck over there to that island. I dare say hooking some fish. They might even take you through those reeds over there, so you'll have to be careful. Right, we'll have a circle now. We've come up this way through the middle. I'm going to walk around this way and then right back of these chaps fishing. And then back to the car, I think. So we'll go and have a look. Another bin there, but it's not overflowing. Could be better, but who knows. You've got this path here at the back, so that's the way in to that lake there, and then you come out this way. But again, really boggy, so you have to be careful. And just over here, got what looks like to be another old fire pit bit, looks like it. Rubbish just chucked there and left. Right, let's go down here and have a look. On this lake, got an inlet there, or it might even be an outlet. Plenty of water to go at. This is like quite a nice corner here. So your first peg's actually that one there next to inlet outlet. So either you've got this corner here to fish to. You've also got these as well. Chap was just telling me, used to have these all the way around. Those sort of square cut logs all the way around, and they've all gone over time and disappeared. So that's a shame how they've just been, well, taken. And then from this angle, got some good water in front of you here. This is probably depth of lake here across. It's probably your longest chuck across if you've not got anglers on the other side. So open water, nice hot day. If it's full of anglers all the way around, that's probably going to be a decent peg there to have. And these chaps are just fishing down here on these pegs. Say bud, what sort of fish in here, like popular, what sort of fish do you catch? What's popular fish in here? Carp?
It's carp, skimmers and F1s.
Oh, is it got F1s as well, has it?
Yeah. Seen you on YouTube.
Have you? Give me time to run off before you start chasing me though, won't you?
I was watching you when you went to what he drained off and filled up again.
Oh, Artill? Oh, Worsborough?
Saw you on video on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Right, it's some big uns in, but not masses amount of big uns,
yeah.
you know. But there's some good fish. Good fish.
I guess fishing pole.
We're set here because of where mud is, but with wind blowing down.
Yeah.
We've come down this end. Were you fishing?
I'm not fishing, I've just come for a walk round just to have a look.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. The really big fish are in that top lake.
Right.
There's a lot of big ones. That's main match lake, that one.
Is that one called Island, that one, is it?
That one's called, this is Eves, that's Roses, that
Oh, right. Yeah. There's a sign over there saying Island.
Oh, I don't know.
I know, I thought.
The rename.
No.
I don't know.
You fish here often then, dear, or?
Not really. We used to.
Yeah.
Especially winter time.
Yeah.
We used to. We've been going to Lodge Farm with it anyway.
Lodge Farm, yeah, it's a good place. Right, well, I'll leave you to have a good day then.
Oh, well, we all.
We will, yeah. Right, see you later. See you in a bit, bud. See you in a bit. Parking for pegs 1 to 11 on this lake. So that one over there is called Roses. This one's called Eves. And then the one over there with Island where we've just been has got all the big fish in it. So, but yeah, quite an interesting place really. I think some of these signs just must be really old because there's definitely a sign over there that says Island. Maybe I didn't read it right. Let's go and have a look. But these chaps fish it often. One of them's just said that it fishes at Lodge Farm a lot, mainly carp, skimmers and F1s in that lake there. This is predominantly the match lake. Up top's like your carp specimen lake. And I guess this one down here at bottom just for anyone to do as they please. Yeah, so it does say Island, but this one's actually called Roses. And there's nothing else to say otherwise. That sign over there says Eves Lake on it. So this one's actually called Roses, which probably makes sense to a lot more people, but we'll see how we go. So in total we've got 2 safety rings. Nothing major, but what's wrong with having an extra one for this lake? That one over there in far distance is for that top lake. This one here, located at this lake, it would make sense to actually have one for that lake there somewhere, but you know, that's just me being picky. But for how much they cost and how much they're actually worth, it's a no-brainer. So they pay for themselves just by standing there, not before they get used. Another bin here, still got a bit in it. Thursday, matches. It's Friday today, no matches today. Anyway, oh, Roses, 17th at 2nd, 24, so that's tomorrow. Is that tomorrow? Yeah, it's 16th today, so that's tomorrow. Well, I might have a pop back down tomorrow and have a look then. All these big poles here, so these are all telegraph poles, look, you can see them, they've still got old numbers stamped in them from years ago. They'd be quite a nice addition, adding them all the way around if they could, but again, that's just me being picky. Right, let's go back into the main car park area and go and have a look at this little building here. It was closed when I come, and I was hoping that it would be open again by the time I was leaving, so it looks like it's shut. But let's go and have a neb anyway. This lid here, is probably for this bin. You'll never see me do that again. Alright, middle of the car park, you've got this like bush area here. If it were me and I had that, what would I do with it? I'd clear all this stuff out, all these cuttings, have a nice bit of grass in there, and I dare say I'd have local school come down and plant some tomatoes and some vegetables in there. Why not? Something different in it. Right, so there's a little pond here, look, next to actual cafe. I don't think you can fish it, it's not a one to be fished, but it looks for it. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, it looks really shallow. Could be fish in it. I don't see why there'd be no reason not to have fish in it, but there could be fish in it. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe it's there for a reason. Not a clue. But nice little stock pond that. I don't know, how far could you really take it if you had that next to your cafe here? You know, that'd be a nice presentation area for kids there. And then you could have this. Could be. There's a fish in there actually. I've just seen a fish top. Definitely a fish in there, like a little roach or something. Something's just top there. But get it all cleaned out. Have a nice little whip centre. Can have kids sat here with a bunch of whips, just learning basics for an hour before they go over there and have a 2-hour session using them and catching some better fish. But nice little area. Big bin. Is it full? Oh, she's been emptied recently, she has. Some sort of fluid there. Tripod and weigh bag. They won't put in a weight. Cafe. About as simple as it gets, really, that in there. What we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 chairs. Bit of a seating area here. Loads of pellets and stuff there. All this decking here. They're dangerous. You step on them, you've had it. So just for the sake of me being here, let's get them turned over. Bits of fishing rod. Access to this place as well. You only have to drive in there off at Main Road. They do have gates that close at night. Another dip thing there as well. Ladies and gents toilets. Absolute gold mine having those on your venue. If you end up taking over a venue like this and you've got them, you can have family events on here all day long. It's just a shame that Embryo we're going to have that. And then you've got all this storage area here with all this stuff. Yeah, this gated area wants some nice sheeted steel going over the top of it, because it wouldn't be War and Peace getting in that if you really wanted it. Hopefully as much as I don't like doing these sort of videos with things like that on show, it might just be the reason why, you know, Embryo get themselves down here and quickly start pumping some cash into place. And you've got all this here, so all this is like dropped off topsoil which someone's later come and started scooping up, but all this stuff would be good for filling in a lot of these holes in summer. So as much as it's an eyesore, it just wants a skid steer or something just to shove it up in some nice neat piles, because you've currently got this here, this barrier that goes round, that's taking up, this is probably taking up probably 7 car parking spaces, this, so it needs sorting out pretty fast. We've got a nice big sign over there, Kiveton Waters, what's that say on there? What's on this week at Kiveton Waters? Well, that's a shame, it's just shoved there like that. Nice little display sign, you know, brambles and everything. Not really much left of it, but you know, someone's paid for that. Probably Canal and River Trust looking at logo. So yeah, just been left that. I'll show you how hard it is. I know it's not my job, but if you see it and you can do it, it's anyone's job, isn't it? But someone's paid for that. Go it in there out at way, look. Empty bin. Caution heavy plant. Dip nets. From first at first 23. Over 60s will be £7. Under 60s will be £8. £8 for a day session. Now, if you're fishing somewhere like Aston Park, on-site tackle shop, toilets, cafe, you name it, and you've got 7 or 8 different fisheries, from match venues to pleasure to starter to specimen, £8 is a small price to pay, because you do catch a lot of fish there. But £8 a day for this is just phenomenal, and I wouldn't entertain paying £8 a day at all. There's not even a junior cost on there either. You're going to come down with your son who's 8 years old starting fishing, and you're going to pay £8 for him to have a session down here. And let's say he wants toilet and he's here today. Oh, maybe we can have a look then. Please switch light off when leaving, thank you. Have we got a light switch? Will that it? Sinks. So you can't use cold tap. That one's out of order, do not use. Urinals. Bleach. On show. Now, for a lot of you who don't understand how dangerous that is, there's no hot water either, by the way. That's just a cold tap with a hot tap lid on it. Please turn taps off fully, thank you. If you don't understand how dangerous it is having a bottle of bleach there like that, then please do not drop a comment. Toilet rolls. Toilet rolls obviously being put in, but they're not taking away the tubes. Does it work? Yeah, it works. Oh, that hand dryer is dripping wet. So if you don't want to be electrocuted, and it's turned on. If you don't want to be electrocuted, do not use that dryer. Definitely have a check before you start coming down here. There's no light switch either, you can't even turn the light on, that's just been blanked off. Electric box, not secured. Might just need a key in that just to turn it. You can do it with your hands if you're clever. Alright, women's toilets. They're locked. We weren't going to go in them anyway, but if you're a lady and you're down here fishing, toilets are locked. But if you're a male, you can use toilets. What's that all about? It's all about accessibility, availability. Alright, this side here. Kiveton Waters was officially opened on the 21st of May 2007. This former colliery was developed by Renaissance South Yorkshire and Yorkshire Forward in partnership with British Waterways. And then over time, I think British Waterways, Canal River Trust, have purchased it from them and used it towards like their charitable organisation to help keep on top of it. Gas canisters, they're all locked away, can't really argue with that. It's got 2 padlocks on that. Bit of litter around here. And then you've got this bit here, like bit of a parking space here. It wouldn't be War and Peace just to get something with a bucket on it in front of here and start cleaning it out. But this is all just space that just gets neglected anyway, so there's no reason why it should be left like this. It's just a real shame to see it like this. And that's pretty much it from me for this one. So just to conclude, an absolute dive, rubbish everywhere, unsafe. There's a safety ring missing, it could do with an extra one on a lake. Access to toilets, the ladies are shut. If you're a female, you cannot come here and use the toilet if you're fishing, which is disgusting. Hand dryer in the toilet, absolutely covered in water whilst turned on, attached to the mains. Hot tap, no hot water. There's bleach to hand. So if you want to come down and drink bleach, you can. I mean, don't, but you can. You can come down and just drink bleach. There's even some bathroom cleaner in there just in case bleach is a bit like too strong for you. Or if you're driving. Rubbish round many pegs, especially over this lake here. Absolutely snided with it over the backs. It's just been chucked there. There's umbrellas. We've seen a carp chair that's been discarded in edge. Car park, it's a really muddy mess. This time of year, most of them are. Round the lakes as you're driving round them, not safe at all for your car. If you get stuck, I guarantee if you phone up and say you've got your car stuck, they won't come out and help you, even though your car is stuck somewhere where your car is allowed to be. So for the sake of where car park is here and where fishing lake is, just wheel your tackle to peg, don't risk it. Not safe for kids, and that's nothing to do with management, although the management before would not get rid of the culprits threatening my children. So unfortunately, Kiveton Waters, if you've got locals that are going to threaten to smash your face in when you come and turn up at a march, or if you're going to bring your kids up for a charity event to give some kit away and some prizes, definitely not safe at all. There's also on-site cafe, not massive, but it's a cafe when it's functioning. And another one just to come down and tick off the list. Now, do I want to be back here in 6 months' time, 12 months' time doing another one? Well, Embryo Family Fishing are taking over. So of course I want to come down and do another one. Because if it's bad now, and it's been poorly maintained, and some locals have told us today that it's just been ran into the floor just like Artil has, you know, Embryo are a profitable business. Maybe they might just see the pound signs as well, who knows? But what would you do if you had a venue like this? What different things would you do? What adjustments would you make? What improvements would you do? You know, how far can you take it to make a fishing venue the most welcoming angling experience that you can? And we don't always need to talk about money for that to happen. So if you do come down here, just be very, very careful, okay? You don't know who you're going to bump into, you don't know if your children are going to be safe, and you don't know if you're good at toilet, you're going to be able to wash your hands hygienically and then get electrocuted after. So that's all I'll say. Just be very careful if you come down here, and hopefully Embryo Family Fishing see this video and implement all these changes to give you guys a better angling experience next time you're down. Because unless somebody says something, it just gets ignored. And that's why I do these videos, so that the next person can say, that was brought up a long time ago. No excuses. So if you've got £8 in your pocket and you want to come down on a really cold winter's day in sludge, get your car stuck, get electrocuted, have a drink of bleach, then by all means, come and give these people your money. I've been here 3 hours so far and not a single bailiff's been round. So who knows? The gates have probably been left open all night. So massive thank you to Joe France for suggesting this wonderful venue of yours. Unfortunately, it's just not for me. And so far, it gets my worst marks yet. And I definitely won't be fishing here anytime soon. And I definitely won't be bringing my children down if people are just going to beat them up. So thank you for watching this episode of That's On with Ben Elliott. the Fishery Audits edition. I don't know if I'll ever do a segment on this properly or an extra channel, but it's just nice to give you guys a chance to see some venues that you're not really used to seeing. And this one's really local to me. It took me a few minutes to get down here, and I thought I can give you guys that live further afield a chance to see what it's really like. And yeah, it's a dive. Anyway, remember to like and subscribe, give the video a share, plaster it all over Facebook. You know, I'm a friendly guy, I don't mind being shared around a bit. And if you guys have got a venue in mind that you'd like me to visit, like Joe has suggested coming down here today, who's a regular match angler on this venue, and he's also booked on for match tomorrow here at Kiveton Waters, then drop me a message, put it in comments, message me on Facebook, stop me in person. There's a guy over there that's told me that I need to go out and do some feeder fishing because he likes watching feeder fishing. And for that guy, I'm going to go and do some feeder fishing. So if you want me to come and destroy a venue near you, or you've got a venue in mind that's absolutely immaculate, let me know. I'd love to come down and show everybody what a great venue you have to offer. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.